I do eyebrows like.
It will take patience. You gotta practice every day.
Yeah.
I wanna trust me, the way that you trust me. No, there's nobody ever loved me like you do. I'd like to see me from your point of view.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you a soft glam look. These are one of my favorites to do on my clients, and it is also one of my go-tos. So today I'm using a dark brown brow pencil, and I'm using a dual-sided Ruby Kiss brow brush, and I'm just slowly making strokes. You want to use the spoolie as you go so you can avoid just an unnatural brow. You want to make sure you're just combing through and you're going and following along the natural brow shape. And now with my flat Morphe concealer brush, I am using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer in the shade Cool Sand. I am going to use this for the top and bottom of her brow, and I'm also going to bring it down over her complete eyelid and use it as a primer. Milani gives me a very good matte finish, and it also helps with creasing as well. So this is a really, really good concealer to use for the eyes. And again, you just want to make sure you're following the natural shape that you drew when you were filling in the eyebrows. And anytime you make a mistake, feel free to just go back. That's exactly what I'm doing. Just going back and refilling in the brows as usual. And now I'm taking a Wet n Wild blending brush, and I'm just blending it all out on the eye and also on the outside of her brow. And for the first color I'm getting it out of the Juvia's Place Warriors palette. I am using the shade Ahosi. Please excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, you guys. But I'm using my Morphe M433 brush. And what you want to do is just lightly pack it right there on the inner corner of her eye and kind of spread it to the mid section of her eye. And you literally just want to pack this nude color. I decided to zoom in so you can see a little bit better of what I'm doing. I'm using a tapping motion to really pack this color, and it definitely helps when you don't want to do too much. This is what gives the natural effect of the soft glam. I am now using my Morphe 533 brush, and I am using the color Less Snuggle in my Morphe 35XO Flirty Artistry palette. This is a beautiful color, and you want to use a fluffy brush so you can get more of a softer look and it won't be as harsh. You want to tap but lightly go in circular motion as well. I am now taking my Morphe M514 brush, and I'm using the shade Come Here Often from the same palette. And I'm taking a smaller brush to blend that outer corner and help soften up the look even more so I don't have any harsh lines at all with this look. For eyeliner, I am using Black Radiance eyeliner. This is a very good eyeliner. I do recommend getting the one with the flexible tip for beginners because it's easier to use, but it's matte and fast drying, and I really, really love this eyeliner. Very affordable, drugstore product, and it works like a charm. So one way I like to apply lash glue is on the eyelid. I use this clear glue from the beauty supply store. It dries pretty fast and it's pretty sticky, so it doesn't take long to get tacky at all. And I take the lashes and I apply with tweezers, and I only use my hand when I want to secure the outer and inner corners of the lash, as you can see here. And now we're moving on to face. So for the primer, I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Primer with my Real Techniques flat foundation brush. And primer is to basically help minimize pores and give you a clean canvas so your foundation results can come out flawless. You want to make sure you prime every part of the face. So for foundation, I like to put a lighter foundation on the T-zone area of her face and a dark one on the outer area. For this, I am using Superstay by Maybelline in the shade Golden Caramel. It has a very rich, warm undertone. And this also helps with giving the face a little more definition. So I use a small concealer brush like I did for the brows, and I just make sure I get every corner that I can get. You want to make sure you hit that T-zone. So for the outer circle of her face, I'm using Spicy Brown in the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Foundation. This has a very warm undertone as well, a little more on the orange side, but this will mesh together once you see how I blend it all together. I am now taking a Real Techniques blending brush, and you just want to literally pat it in and make sure that you're patting it and blending it into the skin. You don't want to rub and you don't want to rush, so take your time and just make sure that you're patting really good into the skin and let that makeup sit. Also, I will take a smaller brush and make sure that you get all creases, especially if your client eyes are more likely to wrinkle. I am now taking the Milani concealer in the shade Warm Beige, and this is to highlight her T-zone. And now I am taking the shade Cool Sand, and I'm putting it right on the outside of that highlight to make sure that it meshes well once blended. For her contour, I'm using LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And you don't want to use something too dark because it will cause the contour to be a little too harsh. So I went with Beautiful Bronze. And you want to make sure you put it on the outer side of the highlight. I am now taking my e.l.f. sponge, and I'm just blending out that contour first. So once I blend out the highlight, it'll easily help camouflage the contour and give the definition that we want. You also want to make sure that your sponge is damp. This will help take away any extra product that you put on the face and give a very good blend. And now to set her face, I'm using Black Radiance setting powder in the shade Banana. Instead of doing the typical bake that everyone does and leaving it on for a certain amount of time, I'm taking my brush and I'm patting it in. And this is what helps the longevity of your makeup. And this is what helps it give a soft look. Remember, guys, this is a soft glam, so that's what we're going for. To set her contour, I'm using Makeup Revolution bronzer in the shade Warm 02. And this is where you're going to put all of where you blended the contour at. This is to set it like we set the highlight. For a highlight, I'm using the Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess palette. This is such a beautiful palette and it lasts so long. The colors go with literally any skin color I use, you guys. So y'all should really get this palette. For her lips, we're going to take a regular brown lip pencil and we're going to outline them, of course. And we are using the Milani lip gloss in the shade Soft Rose. This is such a beautiful, beautiful gloss. It's very nude and you don't need a lipstick to get a nude result. And this is what I love so much about this gloss. And now I'm setting her face with the Rimmel London setting spray. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just pat it in to make sure it is set. And this is the final look, you guys. Very soft, very everyday look. I'm so glad you guys decided to join me on this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, comment. And if you just want to keep up, make sure you subscribe, you guys. Thank you so much. See y'all later.